Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you have an amazing day. I know I am. And today it's voiceover Flickr. That's what we're doing for today. And because I realized that recording this while playing Minecraft simultaneously is incredibly hard. So yeah. Well, so everyone, it's official. I've been doing YouTube for 1 year now. Or at least on this channel, but more on that later. I'm now officially a big boy. Honestly, though, I don't even know if it really counts because I only just started uploading consistently in like November, but I made my first video on April 8th. And because today is such an important day, I decided to tell the story of my entire journey throughout YouTube. Uh, and I was actually planning on doing this video. I meant to do this video a while ago, but I was like, I'll just wait. Like, I came up with this video idea like a month ago or something. But I was like, I'll just wait until, my 1 year on YouTube because I wanted to do something kind of special for it. And I also had a different idea. I can't remember what that idea was now that I think about it. I have really bad memory. But yeah, I guess we should just, get right into it. So there were a few YouTubers that had like a really huge impact on, on me. Like they're the reason I started my YouTube channel. They inspired me a lot. So and they'll come up later in the video. So when I was around 5 or so, I that's when I actually learned what YouTube was. I was at my friend, we'll call her Kayla for the sake of the video. For the sake of the story, we'll just call her Kayla. So me and Kayla were in the living room, and she looked at me and said, "Have you ever seen Pat and Jen?" Now, for those of you who watch YouTube within the last like 10 years, or Minecraft YouTubers, I mean, I guarantee you know who these two are, who Pat and Jen are. But then if you don't, I gotta tell you, you just missed out, man. There's really I don't know what to tell you. But me being like 5 years old and not even knowing what the internet was at the time, I had absolutely zero idea. So Kayla goes to YouTube and shows me Jen's YouTube channel. And I just think to myself that this is the absolute funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. I can't remember what video it was. It was an old one. I don't remember, obviously. But um I mean it was so funny. I mean the jokes were really funny. I mean I thought it was amazing. And now these two were the ones that got me into actually playing video games in the first place. Like they got me into Minecraft, and I'm pretty sure um I think I watched some of their Fortnite videos as well. But now Pat and Jen, these two, as I said, they were the ones who got me into video games. Now I started watching YouTube and playing video games. I learned I found a few more YouTubers that I really liked. And then I was around, I'd say 6 or 7 years old. I was with a friend of mine. We'll call him his name started with a C, so we'll call him Carson for this story. And he was playing Roblox and he told me that he was making a video for his own YouTube channel. What? My brain exploded because up until this point, I didn't know that like anybody could just make a YouTube channel. I thought you had to be like, I thought you had to do something. I don't even know what I thought, but I didn't think you could just do that. I thought like you'd have to do all kinds of stuff to make a YouTube channel. I didn't know you could just do it. I didn't know that was even an option. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, but I don't know. Maybe I was just a little bit slow. But from that point on, I realized that YouTube was the thing I wanted to do. And so about a year later or so, I found two channels that would actually inspire me to do YouTube. Like it was a year or two later. And these channels were The Odd Ones Out and Super Mario Logan. Now, Super Mario Logan actually it was what they were the channels that I watched and they inspired me to do my first the first YouTube channel that I ever had. Now what SML does, they did video they still do to this day actually. They do video skits using puppets, and I really loved it at the time. It was absolutely really it was amazing. So I was around the age of 8 or so, and I met my friend Charlie, and his channel will be in the description. You want to go check it out. And we both wanted to be YouTubers. We both thought that would be really cool, and then we decided to create our own channel. And us being 8 years old at the time, we did this in the absolute best way you could possibly imagine. He had an old iPad mini lying around that was like his sister's, I think. So we took this old iPad that was lying around and used that as a camera, and we would just he had FNAF plushies, and we would just make these absolute garbage skits with these plush toys. I mean, they were it was fun to make them, but they were absolutely horrible. We would just come up with some random idea, and then we would just record that and post it on YouTube. And I would show you some of them. I'm not really ashamed of the bad content I used to make because I've definitely improved a lot. So obviously, it's good to look back on. It's good to look back at where you came from and see where you uh are today, and see how much you've improved. But sadly, he took those videos down. They're all gone. Sadly. So we did a couple of videos of them, and then I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do a YouTube channel with someone else. I want to run my own channel. So it was around probably around 2018 or 2019. I decided to make my own channel, and I called it Epic Egg. That's not even a joke. I really went by that name. That channel does not exist anymore, sadly. So I did this channel for a few years. I think. And then in like 2020, that's when I really like, and then I decided to do like I don't know what I did when I first started that channel, but I remember when back in 29 or like 2020, I did videos like I did Among Us videos because those were absolutely huge back in the day. Back in 2020, those videos were huge. And they were absolutely horrible. And the way I did these videos, the way I recorded them was actually even funnier than the way I did the FNAF videos. What I did was I I took the school Chromebook that they gave us like school Chromebooks, to take home to do homework with. I took those, logged out of the school email, and then logged into my own personal email. And then I installed Among Us on it, and some garbage recording software. I mean, this thing was absolutely horrible. The free recording software I used, because I wasn't using Windows. I use OBS now, like a normal person, but back then I used this software. It can only record in like 140p, like maybe 10 FPS, and for like 5 minutes. The audio was horrible. And then I would just, take that and slap it onto YouTube and call it a day. Put a random title, and boom, that was it. And I think the fact that I was using a school Chromebook that you get for like $15 and a coconut on Amazon, probably that fact that it was so cheap probably didn't help. I think that was probably the reason the quality was so bad. But sadly all those videos are gone. I took them down because I took them down a few years ago when I was rewatching through them and I was like, oh God, these are horrible. And I decided to take them down just so no one else would ever have to suffer because of my horrible mistakes. And I did that for like as I said, I started in like 2018 or 2019 and ended and quit in like 2020. So I did that for like a year or so, a little over a year. And then I just decided to quit that YouTube. And I stopped doing YouTube for a few years and then I finally came back in 2021. So not a few years actually, like 1 year. But shut up. So and I came back with a new name and a way better way of making content. I came back I decided to stream on stream on Twitch instead of making YouTube videos. Because it's way easier to do that on an Xbox, and it's way easier to stream on Twitch than it is to upload YouTube videos when you're using an Xbox. And I mean, like I was using an old Xbox. I streamed on an old gen Xbox. I think it was an Xbox Series or Xbox One S, not Series S, Xbox One S. So it was an old gen Xbox, and I went by the name of Queasy Plate. Now this name, I actually remember how I came up with this name. It was one of those. I think if you don't pick a name for Xbox, they'll just give you a randomly generated one. And it gave me Queasy Plate with like four numbers. So I went by the name Queasy Plate. And back then, I used to stream Fortnite and Skywars, and this is back when I was actually I was actually pretty good at Skywars, and I played on like the Bedrock version of Mineplex when that was still up. So RIP Mineplex, well, you'll always be missed. So I streamed relatively often, just kind of whenever I felt like it. And then what I really wanted to do was get my own computer. I wanted to get a computer so I could, play better games. I also wanted to make better content. That was just the dream for me. So when I just streamed whenever I felt like it, and soon I realized that the name Queasy Play was not a good name. It wasn't good. I didn't like it very much. So and then it was 2022, I think. It was I think early 2022. I changed my name to the name that I am now known as Flickr. Now, I actually realized a little bit after I changed it to that that's actually the name of like a company. There's a company called Flickr. So hopefully that doesn't cause any issues for me in the future if my channel just like randomly blows up or something. Hopefully that doesn't cause problems for me in the future. But if it does, that's gonna be rough. So I chose this name not because of that, but because I there was this book that I read. It was called Zeros. It was a really good book. And there was a character that I really liked, and their code name was Flicker, but spelled with an E. It was spelled correctly. And then I went to my brother and talked to him about it, and he for some reason thought it'd be, I don't know why, but he thought it'd be cool if I spelled it like something like did like a bunch of capital letters or something, so it would stand out, I guess. Like people in Base Clan do that, so and other people do that, I guess. So I was like, why not? So then on June 15th, 2022, the channel that you are watching this video on was born, and there and where it sat and there's that until December of 2022. And that's when I got my own gaming laptop. And I use this laptop to not make videos. I don't know why I waited so long, but it doesn't matter. And finally, we now approach the final act of this incredible story. The curtains are drawing back for the climax or something. I don't remember how English works. I didn't pay attention in the class. And this story will be told for generations and generations to come. I finally did it. And then I finally done it. On April 8th of 2023, I uploaded my very first video on YouTube, the channel trailer, and that did actually pretty good for, as far as my videos go. It's like one of my most viewed videos ever. And then I upload another video after 2 months. Later on June 18th. 2 months later, I upload my second video, my FNAF 2 video, which I do hope to go back to make another FNAF video. The reason I stopped was because I was so bad at commentary. But I think since I've been doing this for, a decent amount of time, I think I've definitely improved at commentary. So I hope to go back to FNAF 2. And I didn't upload again until November 18th of 2023. And that's when I actually started uploading consistently. I realized that, I wanted to play Bed Wars and I wanted to do that kind of content and then content with my friends. I realized that solo content and solo commentaries was not really what I wanted to do. And, and I'm honestly proud to say that I was able to do, balance everything at the same time, like my like this YouTube channel, I'm able to balance that with school and some after school stuff that I do, my friendships, my relationship with my girlfriend. I've realized that I can balance all of this together, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. And now here we are. Since then, I've actually done a lot to improve my videos. I now actually edit my video. This video is actually the first time I'm not editing it. Someone else's, and that editor is my friend, and he is 100% getting paid. Just do not fact check that or call the police because he's 100% getting paid. Don't ask anyone else. Don't ask him. I've also improved my audio a lot. Like, if you look back at my old videos and listen to how insecure I sounded, that was just like that was only in November. Like, that was only 5 months ago. I sounded so insecure, but I think I've gotten a lot better. I've definitely learned how to, uh, you know, I've learned how to make my voice sound. I've definitely learned to sound a lot less insecure. That's what I'm trying to say here. And I hope that within sometime I'll learn how to improve my content. So yeah. So yeah. Here we are. I'm really impressed to say that I've come so far and how much I've learned. And um yeah, there's really not a whole lot to say. I hope maybe someday in the future this channel will absolutely blow up because I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. Um and I think that's really all I have to say for this video. That's the story, I guess. Check the description. You want to go check out some more Minecraft videos if you want to see some more Bed Wars content where I didn't do a voiceover. You can go send it to my friend Gabe. He's the one who, he very much deserves it for editing this video. And yeah, that's it. This first year was absolutely incredible. My first year on YouTube, amazing. I really, I could not have asked for a better first year. And I hope that there are many more amazing years to come. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye, everyone.
So, quick little haha funny note. This took me almost an hour to edit, and I just wanted to make, again, a note that this guy has genuinely been one of my best friends, and he's a good guy. So, I hope this channel gets the recognition it deserves, and I hope that when he hits his 2 year, that he has a great time, and I hope he makes it, because he's a good guy. So, that's all I had to say. Thank you, Hermano, for being awesome. Yeah, subscribe.